Welcome back, everybody, to the second game. And by the way, that is not static. Our sound equipment is fine. Your speakers are fine. That is Trance the Production Pro cooking foods with a big grin on his face because it's his favorite kind of food. It's a big steak. But anyway, into the game. And the question I wanted to ask you, Mr. TLO, if you were in BeastyQT's position right now, and you're obviously playing against Stephano, and you know Stephano's style, you've seen it physically now in the cast, how would you go into this game on Shakur's Plateau, which is the map? What would you do to beat Stephano if you were playing Terra
okay.
Not Zerg?
So, considering I, as myself, would see myself as an inferior player to Stephano.
Yeah.
If
And probably
I'm
BeastyQT, yeah. Okay, you're
Yeah.
speaking for Beasty. Okay, I'll still you're speaking for you. Alright, yeah,
no,
carry
no,
on.
like from both perspectives.
Yeah, okay.
Results speak like that. Considering Stephano went for an early drone scout, I would
Yeah.
try a double fake out. I would because the nice thing about somebody scouting you is you can feed them false information.
Yes, you can.
So
So what would you do exactly? You'd fake or not show.
well,
What?
for example, I could. Well, it depends. I don't know if Stephano SCV counts. That's the question. I would have to know whether I can have an SCV out there. So what I would do is cut SCV so that I get a really early first barracks out
Yeah.
there as a proxy barracks.
Yeah.
But my normal main barracks starts at the normal timing of a barracks because I'll cut a lot of SCVs.
Okay, so you'd basically cheese it.
Yeah. Double fake out. It's a little bit more
Advanced.
elaborate.
Yes. Alright, guys. Into the game we do go. That's a good, interesting strategy. On Shakur's Plateau, very possible to do so. Let's see what BeastyQT does, though. Let's see what he does. And this time, guys, I will put the Control N button on for you. I'm sorry I missed it, but it is here now, guys. And we're into the game. BeastyQT down here as the pink Power Ranger once again, stealing Stephano's color again for the second game in a row. There is no such thing as honor here, no manners at all, TLO. People just steal each other's colors. And in the top left, Stephano now changing color again as the teal, I guess you could say.
I don't approve of teal.
No, what would you say? Blue?
No, I mean like of picking that
Oh.
color. It's not a nice color.
Yeah, I don't think it's teal. I'm like, okay, is it blue? Like,
Real men would call it blue. Stuff like teal doesn't exist in our
oh, look at this.
vocabulary.
It's very early scout. That's like earlier than the last one, no?
No, same.
Never mind. Anyway, so on this map, we obviously talked about what BeastyQ could potentially do, but what he will do is a different thing. Against the Ling style, let's say you don't cheese Stephano,
Oh, I'm
TLO.
so confused right now.
Wait, why, what? What's wrong
By
with
the
you?
colors.
Oh yeah, it is pretty confusing. So if you do
I was-
not cheese Stephano, and you played a normal game, you got the Refinery, got Reactor Hellion,
Yeah.
and you were playing against this double Ling style with Fast Infestors, what do you do now?
Okay, doubling style.
Yep.
Um.
You've got your export, you're all
Okay.
happy on your export,
Okay.
whatever, and you decide, it's like 8 minutes, you're deciding, should I throw this down, should I expand, should I push, what do I do?
Alright. I try to deny creep as long as possible. Be very active about it. Maybe even sacrifice a few units if needed. And then I might go for Marine Marauder, Medivac plus Blue Flame, Hellion. Timing push, followed up by a third base, but trying to deny his third base, similar to what BeastyQT tried to do, but he didn't execute it so well. So I would do the same, but execute it better.
The exact same, just execute it better. I do like the Blue Flame addition, though.
Yeah.
I really do think that's a very strong style to what, obviously, Stephano is doing. Nobody does it. The problem is, though, Stephano, if he scouts it, that's when the problem, gets worse. The thing is, though, cross position is pretty good for lack of scouting for Stephano, because look where his overloads are. There's one that's going to obviously get to the natural, but there's no overload that can go all the way to the main base. So potentially, BeastyQT may decide to throw something a little bit different, or maybe even some form of double factory Hellions is also possible that he could decide to do here. That is obviously very good against this only Ling style. Will he decide to do it, though? That is the question. We'll have to find out. Meanwhile, Stephano, pretty much going to be the same thing as usual. You know, getting the gas on 17, 18 supply, and then going ahead and just drone, scout.
Yeah, BeastyQT just going for the reactor Hellions again, which is very good on Shakuras because you can deny the third base.
Yeah.
A long time if you have good control as a Terran player.
Yeah.
You don't really want to get roaches too early on Shakuras either. Shakuras not really is a roach. It's not really a roach map in my opinion. And here goes down the command center.
I mean, another option he could do is go for a fast third, and then try to go for a very strong, you know, double engineering bay push potentially as well. Because obviously that's another good style to play. If you're going against double upgraded lanes, you can go double upgraded marines as well. So that's something else. We'll definitely have to find out what would develop here from BeastyQT. Meanwhile, Stephano Trance is really sizzling away, isn't he?
Yeah, and I'm smelling food.
You're smelling food, you
So
get distracted. I'm like,
yeah.
ask you a question, like, I don't know. I'm like, your nose just like points that way. The sound is bad because you're not speaking into the mic because you're looking at Trance cooking food.
That might very well be true.
Maybe. Alright, so Stephano actually goes back into gas now.
He gets
And-
a second gas too,
Ooh.
fairly quickly.
I mean, that could be just for saving up for double upgrades, I guess. I don't think it's a layer. I mean, I don't think you would get the second gas that early to go layer. I mean, I could be proved wrong, but I think it's just for the double evolution chamber to go straight into 1-1. It's like 250 gas. So, and then if he wants to go layer as well, it obviously gets kind of intensive in terms of spending the money. But BeastyQT throws down a starport, Mr. TLO, and this is the option he's chosen to go for. It looks like we're literally, oh my god, I was going to say we could see some, you know, Hellion drops or something, but it's actually just going to be for a Banshee. He's got 200 gas, it could, well, he's got 300 gas, it can be Cloak Banshees at an awkward timing for, oh, he's gone layer. Okay, so it looks like Cloak Banshees, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at how much money is saved up.
Yeah, I mean, there's the 200 gas, he just needs the 200 minerals, come on, quick, click. Oh, what's he doing? Is he not going for it?
I would like him not to go for it, to be honest, because I don't think Cloak would be a wise decision.
I mean, especially at like, imagine if you got Cloak. Cloak would have been researched, would have finished about 8:30. Well, let's say then that obviously the Banshees are coming in, but the layer is finished anyway, like at 8:30, 8 minutes anyway. You know, it doesn't make any difference. So if he's going to use Banshees, using Banshees alone is the better option here.
By the way, it looks like Stephano just goes for the most standard meter build.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really
possible.
looking at that.
Yeah.
I mean, no evolution chambers down. Bailing Nest is on a really decent time too, so just in case of anything, he can get bailing speed straight away.
Honestly, this might hit BeastyQT pretty hard because he might not expect it. He only has one barracks so far. He doesn't even have stim sorted yet.
There's the Spire gone down, and there's the flexibility within Stephano. You know, he can play different styles. He's just more known for separate ones. And there the Bailing's been morphed as well. So any kind of
double factories going down. He's going Mech.
Whoa.
This might be good for BeastyQT.
Oh, this is really good. I mean, think of it from BeastyQT's perspective, though. Is he thinking this is double evolution chamber again? He's going to go Mech against that. Is he going to go like Thor Hellion against it? But anyway, I mean, Thor Hellion may be a very strong build here, or just Mech in general. The Banshee does come in. It's not really going to achieve anything, though. It can get a couple of drone kills, and it may pay for itself in a little bit more. But 3 kills, 4 kills, okay, that's okay now, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's not a cloak banshee.
itself,
It's not a cloak banshee. It's just a normal banshee.
Yeah.
He didn't see the spire yet.
Yeah.
He's forcing an overseer because he'd like to be ready against cloak, and he takes out a tumor. That's actually very important.
Look at that. He has like hardly any SCVs on the natural.
Well, it's because he got double gas there that early.
Ooh, my throat's tingling a little bit. But right now, Stephano obviously going for mules. He's going to be able to build quite a few because he did get that second gas really early. So he's been backing up for a long time. He's going to be able to build 9 in a row in a few seconds' time. And we already have a Thor in production. So this is actually really good for BeastyQT right now.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's really good.
Oh, wait a second. BeastyQT sending back his command center.
I think that's just a, he's clicked, he's got them all hotkeyed on 4, and then just clicked the mineral field on the natural, and then obviously the CC followed.
Yeah, that's a lot of money you wasted there.
But basically, Stephano has no idea. Stephano actually hasn't scouted. He doesn't know about Mech at all. He's just thinking, alright, well, 2 base push, maybe fast third. He's going to walk into Mech, having invested almost all his gas into Mutalisks and a +1 upgrade.
Oh, I like how BeastyQT is getting +1 armor I think that is the right decision if you go Thor Hellion, because you just want to have your units alive, really, as long as possible.
Oh, the Thors are so slow and the command center's being hit, and where are my units?
Oh my god, he might...
Oh, the Thor is so slow.
He's gonna be able to get it.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This stupid Thor. Why wasn't I a Marine? Why couldn't I just jump out the Thor and run down on the stem?
Then take out 6 Mutalisks.
That's so painful.
I know.
That's just like a Titan episode all over again, man. You know, but this time worse. Oh man, imagine if he had that third base up, man. He'd be happily mining gas. He's throwing his mules down there. He's defending with Thors in his main. No.
Now
he's out of position as well.
Now it just becomes a 2-base all in.
Yeah.
He can't do anything but attack at this point.
And
but he's just standing on the middle of the map.
Oh man, and Stephano knows. He's a very smart player. He's got roach speed coming. I'm surprised he hasn't got an evolution chamber yet. That may obviously hurt him a little bit, but the sheer amount of roaches that are going to come out very, very shortly to prevent this 2-base push, man, is just going to overwhelm everything. There's 3 4s. There's going to be 5 by the time the push comes, but Mutalisks can still magic box if they remain alive, like they're doing now, picking off a lot of SCVs. Let's have a look. 26 SCVs, man. 26 SCVs. BeastyQT in a horrible position. 17 roaches. Drone count at 70. Or at 70 as well. He doesn't even need to build drones anymore, man. He just literally just builds roaches and says, alright, when's that push coming? He looks at his watch. Maybe he comes around and like high fives Bling in the back because they're in the Millennium House. Stephano, you know, gets a baguette and swings it around. You know, he can do anything right now because this push, I mean, the Banshees are going to help out a bit, but overall, he can just rebuild mass queens.
Honestly, yeah, he could just remake
anything.
anything.
Like anything, so much money, and this base, you know, Stephano doesn't care about this base.
Yeah, he's gonna lose it maybe.
He can maybe fight with the broodlings that pop out of it, but actually it's a kind of a bad position to fight in for Stephano.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of bad.
But now he goes in and connects with the Thors, and even if he loses all his roaches in the process...
Yeah, he's got more coming, and a stream coming, 14 more, man.
Yeah.
That Thor is gonna survive. They're so slow from running away, but even more roaches come in. Where are the Banshees? Actually, he's doing a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
Mutalisks come in and say, no, guess what you guys don't have? Is that cloak that you decided not to get earlier on. Well, you're all gonna die. G to the G. And Stephano 2-0ing BeastyQT. You predicted right.
Yes.
You predicted right, Tilo.
BeastyQT and Stephano.
You predicted
not quite
right,
on
my
the same
friends.
level. Yes.
Not quite. But that aligns a very nice final. But before we do that, BeastyQT does use Twitter. But he doesn't use it because he doesn't have that many followers. He has it, but he doesn't use it, right?
Yeah.
So if you liked BeastyQT's game, this is Nurture, you should tell him on Twitter, at BeastyQT, GG versus Nurture. That's what I'd say. GG.
Yes, that would be nice.
That would be, and it obviously
He'd be happy about that.
He'd be very happy because
you would make his day.
when somebody says, you know, I don't really use Twitter, I'm like, why? Like I said that, I'm like, why? I said that on Skype. I caps it. Why? I caps locked. Why?
Okay.
When I asked him, and he said, I don't really have any followers, so this
But you have-
posted is. I'm just speaking to 100 people. You know, he's so sad, and I'm like, I'll tell them. I'll tell everybody you have a Twitter.
Go join BeastyQT on Twitter at BeastyQT. That's a Q.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a T.
And a T.
And
I'll tell him that GG versus Nurture.
yes.
Alright guys, so we're going to get set up for the finals, which can begin in the next 10-15 minutes. We just have to set it up, do the vetoes for a best of 5, and then we'll be bringing you the grand finals between Grubby and Stephano once again. Will Grubby be able to finally get over Stephano? Will he be able to do it, or will Stephano claim his second Scan Invitational win out of 2, played in 2, won 2? We'll find out in the next 10 minutes, so stay tuned. Any last words, Mr. Tilo?
I have nothing to add.
Nothing to add, but you sure will have after the ad break.
I
so
will.
stay
I am
tuned.
sparing you my wisdom for later.
He's gonna hit you with a lot of wisdom in this finals, guys. So stay tuned. Thank you for supporting and running the ads, of course. And if you're not getting ads, you can enjoy this guy's amazing playlist, which, by the way, is at Groove Shot Liquid Tilo.
Yes.
Something along there.
something like
along
that.
there. Google Groove Shot, and Google Liquid Halo. You'll probably get there.
Yes.
So we'll be right back. Thank you very much.